A lot of charismatics sort of throw out this phrase, right? Like
pull something up here.
The presence. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they kind of have, a definition of what they mean, but a lot of times it equates to, well, I feel the presence of God. And when I go into a worship expression, if I don't feel anything, then the presence of God is not there.
Yeah, let me make a Frankenstein of some teachings I've been doing recently. The reason that we're like that is because of a guy named René Descartes, who is a French philosopher, French Enlightenment philosopher. He's the guy who said, I think, therefore I am.
Right.
And what's significant about the priest, when the priest on the Day of Atonement, Leviticus 16, when he goes into the Holy of Holies once a year, he's not thinking, what if God's presence is in there? Like, I could encounter God right now. He's like, God's presence is in there, because that's what he said that's where he said it's going to be. So it's in there. Okay, well, for you and I, Ephesians 2, Paul talks about us being worked together to be the place where God can be present. Peter does the same thing in 1 Peter chapter 2, we're all living stones being built together as a temple of God and as a priesthood. When we come together, God is there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's just a fact. That is a fact of the Christian life. When we gather, God is present. And present in a way that's distinct from the way that he's present with us when it's just me and the Holy Spirit. Like, there is a way that God shows up when the church shows up and decides to be the temple and do priest stuff, that we don't walk in going, what if God's presence is in here? We go, God's presence is in here. So I need to start reflecting on that in, man, what's my sin life outside of this that I'm approaching with? And like, I need to call that to mind, and I need to confess that. And I need to come to God for forgiveness, because God's presence is here. I need to respond to that because he's holy, like we start readying ourselves for that before we even enter the room, instead of showing up and going like, all right, Holy Spirit, get the emotional ball rolling, and so we don't approach with maybe God's here. We approach with certainty. What we need though is some context for, if God touched me, what would it look like?